Good evening, Scott's off. I'm Ann, and we begin tonight at 11 with breaking news. Right now, there is a large fire and rescue presence in the Northwest Side neighborhood. Our Logan Gay is there live tonight. And Logan, I understand as you arrived at the scene, you've had some conversations with firefighters there. What have you learned?
Hey, Ann, well, we just got an update literally just moments ago from Pike Township Fire Department. They confirmed that 4 people were on a kayak. 3 of them have been removed from the water and have been taken to the hospital. We don't know their conditions yet, but the fourth person they are still looking for. And Pike Township Fire Department, he said, the firefighter said that he does not believe that any of them were wearing life jackets. Now, as you can see, that this is a very active scene right now in this community. I'm going to step aside so you can take a look. There are several agencies here right now, all working for this rescue. IMPD is here, Pike Township. We have, of course, IFD is also here. A lot of neighbors are outside looking at what's going on in their community. What we've been told is that there is a lake behind some of these homes. We've been asked to stay back as they continue this rescue, and to also give privacy to the family. But what we do know is that we have talked to other neighbors who live in this community, and one neighbor told me that the fire crews got here about shortly before 10 o'clock, and they've been here ever since. They also told me that this lake behind these homes is not normally used for swimming. A lot of times it's used for fishing or either just like small gatherings around the lake. Another neighbor told me that shortly after 10 o'clock, around 10:20, she said she saw a young boy running, yelling, "Save my uncle." Again, she's just a neighbor who lives here, and she was just concerned about her other neighbors. Again, there are a lot of other people just worried and looking at what's going on in their community. There's still a lot of unknowns right now. Like I said, fire crews are still looking for that missing person. We don't know any information more than that they were on a kayak. I'm about to step here back on camera. But again, this is all just the very beginnings. They could be here for some time as they continue this investigation, as they continue the recovery efforts. So if you are in the area, please try to avoid this area because it is very congested, and so that these crews can do their work. But again, 4 people on a kayak, 3 of them were taken to the hospital. We don't know their conditions, and the 4th is still missing. And back to you.
Oh, such a concerning scene. Crew's been there for 1 hour on the scene, and of course we're going to be following developments there closely in the coming hours, and anything we learn will bring you on all WTHR platforms, and of course Sunrise starting at 4, but we certainly hope that they have some success there on the scene. Angela.
Anne-Marie, weather impact alert for tomorrow due to an increased threat of severe weather. Radar is pretty quiet right now. We've had a couple of showers pop up east of Indianapolis. This is south of Greenfield and just to the northwest of Rushville. Nothing strong, nothing severe overnight. Future Track 13 shows the return of some showers and some rumbles of thunder early tomorrow morning, and this will be the beginning of an active day. We go under an increased threat of severe weather. All modes in play tomorrow, damaging winds, large hail, and tornadoes. I'll have the timeline and more on that weather impact alert in a few minutes.
Angela, thank you. A social media meetup, a gun deal, and a 15-year-old boy shot and killed. Now it's 3 months later. An 18-year-old is charged with murder in the case. Tonight, our Ashton Hackman shows us how detectives track down the suspect and also hears from the victim's family as they wait for justice.
After his death in March, the family of 15-year-old Trayvon Riggins told us he was a kid turning his life around. Police say one decision to meet for a gun deal cut that future short. It all began with messages on Instagram. Court documents say Riggins agreed to meet 18-year-old Dwight Knox at this playground to buy a handgun.
You can set things in motion that has good consequences, bad consequences, and deadly consequences. He had no idea that morning when he got up that he had set some things in motion.
Police say when the two met, the deal turned into a fight, one that escalated to gunfire.
This was an altercation that could have been ended with words that rose to the level of somebody pulling the trigger.
Police say Knox fired the gun. Court docs allege detectives tied him to the case using a rideshare receipt, witness statements, and DNA. He's now charged with murder, felony murder, and robbery.
And we hope that this is a meaningful step forward in helping bring closure. This did not have to happen. we're frustrated and we share in the family's grief.
Losing a child is unbelievable, but a grandson, 15 years old, how do you even make that make sense? There's no way to make it make sense.
His grandfather says Trayvon had changed, working toward a better future, one he never got the chance to live.
We really had high hopes because he had made the turn. And then this happens, you know? It's like, it's almost like somebody reaches into your chest and snatches your heart out.
Now his family says healing won't come through revenge.
I don't want blood for blood. I'm willing to walk slow and allow the system to do its job.
A family's weight now turns to the courtroom.
For now, Knox will be held here at the Marion County Jail without bond. He's scheduled to make his first court appearance on Monday morning. In Indianapolis, Ashton Hackman, 13 News.
Here's a quick look at the other stories that are making headlines right now. A juror now faces up to 180 days in prison or a fine for leading to a mistrial in an Indianapolis murder case. Tony McClure is charged with starving her 5-year-old daughter to death. But a juror in McClure's trial reportedly spoke with a witness outside the courtroom and shared information with other jurors. That person is now charged with indirect contempt of court. McClure's trial is now set to happen in August. The man accused of stalking Fever star Sophie Cunningham just made his first appearance in court. Tomorrow, a Marion County judge will review the bond for Kevin Singh. The judge entered a preliminary not guilty plea for Singh today. The judge also granted the state's request for a no contact order with Cunningham. Now, Phoenix Mercury player Alyssa Thomas is going to miss the team's next game coming up on Saturday because today the WNBA suspended her for contact with Caitlin Clark. It happened during last night's Fever game. The league also gave Thomas a flagrant foul 2 for it after reviewing the footage. The officials did not call a foul on that play during the game, and the team president, Kelly Krauskopf, says that player safety should be paramount in the W, and they appreciate the action taken. We're also getting a new look inside IFD Station 32. This is located in Broad Ripple. It's now located near 63rd and College. It has more than 10,000 square feet of space with 3 bays. It costs about $7.5 million to build. And it does replace the station's previous home, a historic one, along Westfield Boulevard, built in 1922. And remember, you can find all the latest local stories streaming anytime by just scanning this QR code right there on your screen.